ladies. I wanted to make a vlog about my experience so far being tall and pregnant. I am 6 feet tall. I just completed my first trimester of pregnancy. I'm 14 and a half weeks along or so. I'm 25 years old. This is my first pregnancy. The reason why I wanted to make a vlog was because, tall women share a unique bond and unique life experience. And we love sharing our experiences with each other. You can see a total stranger, tall woman in a store or something, and you spot each other across the room, and it's like there's like a connection, and you want to talk and ask them about where they find their clothes, how tall their parents are, their siblings, you just want to learn about what their experience has been like as a tall woman. So I thought there was an opportunity there to, reach out to other tall pregnant women or to get feedback from other women, tall women who are pregnant or have been pregnant, and just, connect with you on that level. So I do hope that you'll post your own video responses or post comments or send me questions or whatever. If there's something in particular you wonder about that I don't address, let me know. In the first part of this video, I'll address things that I think are more pertinent to tall women in particular, and then I'll do more general pregnancy stuff later on. So the thing I probably see asked most online about being tall and pregnant is, when do you start to show? And generally it seems like most tall women, around 6 feet-ish, give or take an inch or two, don't really start showing with, a real belly until they're like 6 or 7 months along, which I think is a big bummer because, everyone wants their cute little pregnant belly as soon as possible. So like I said, I just completed my first trimester, so I'm about 3 months along. I am showing a little bit, but, I think a passerby on the street would never think, oh, she's pregnant. I will try and show you a belly shot. So here we go. So here is my 3-month pregnant belly. A little bit here. I've always had a little bit of pooch here, so it just kind of sticks out a little bit more. So I really don't show as much. You can see I'm not really that rounded up here, just kind of, my normal self, and then boop, I have this little kind of thing right there. So it seems like I might be showing a little bit more than other women my height at this time. I think if there's a reason for that, it's probably because I wasn't in great shape, and it's not like I had rock hard abs or anything like that. And like I said, I've always had that kind of like little pooch there ever since I went through puberty. It's just little, like, I don't know, fat deposit. No matter how thin I got, I just always kind of had like a little bump there. So, and it's just kind of stuck out more. So I think that's maybe why I'm popping out when some women, like, just, they're like sticks in pictures that I've seen even, 5-6 months along. The other thing I'll address, which is I think important to tall women at any time of their life, is clothing, maternity clothing. Obviously I don't need any yet, and I probably won't for a really long time, but I am a really thrifty clothes shopper. So I'm all about like the thrift stores and $10 clearance racks and all that kind of stuff. So I've been looking for stuff, like there's thrift stores on the way home from work, and when I stop in a Target, I'll just browse through because, why not start picking, if I can find some cute cheap stuff now, even if I won't use it till later, instead of having to buy it full price when I really need it. There's one really awesome thing about maternity clothes and one really unfortunate thing about maternity clothes. So I'll do the unfortunate thing first, is that a lot of maternity clothes are empire waist. And I'm sure a lot of you tall women know what I'm talking about when I say that empire waist stuff can fit really awkwardly because our torsos are longer, and, the length from shoulder to bust is longer. And so it's like on a real empire waist, sits comfortably and cutely under the bust on, I think, average size women. But I'll try on a lot of stuff, and it's like, especially with my boobs being a little bit bigger, like, here's my bottom boob, it's like the lines will sit here, and it looks, I'm like, no, I'm not even gonna try and fake it. Like, I don't care what a good deal it is. So that's unfortunate because, there are a lot of cute styles and everything, and a lot of maternity stuff is that. The awesome thing about maternity clothes and maternity dresses that I'm finding is they are very long. It's like, yes, this is how like clothes look on normal people. So unfortunately, the stuff that I find, I can't just wear every day because there's still like, like it's like poochie in the stomach that I can't fill yet. But I can't wait to wear it because it's like it actually, the hemlines actually go down to my hips and stuff. So in terms of pants, I unfortunately can't give you any good tips or anything because I'm not really concerned about getting pants. Partly because I just don't have a real need for them. My job, I help teach PE at a school, so I wear like yoga pants all day, which is really nice. And then also because I'm going to be pregnant during the hottest time of the year here in Sacramento and throughout the summer, and my baby is due mid-October, and so through the beginning of October it's like in the 90s here. So I'm gonna try and utilize as much of the light cotton skirt as I can. Now I'll address my experience being pregnant in general. I have been very lucky and had a pretty good, easy pregnancy so far. I like being pregnant. Nausea hasn't been an issue really, morning sickness. The only times I experienced nausea was when I wouldn't eat, and I would, my appetite has kind of been all over the place. For a while there, it was going from 0 to 60, I'd be fine, and then I'd be starving. Generally, I have kept my appetite. I'm not one of those women that I lost weight in the first part of my pregnancy. Not me. Definitely been eating. Fatigue has been a big one for me. I just remember this time, it was probably around 6 weeks pregnant, and I was driving to the store at 7 o'clock at night and felt like I was going to fall asleep at the wheel. And I'm like, what am I, like 70, So fatigue, stuck with me a pretty long time. I did become a picky eater, even though I was eating a lot. So things like vegetables and whole grains especially were gross to me and hard for me to eat. That's all kind of turning around. I'm able to make myself eat more stuff now that I'm, beginning my second trimester. And also, interestingly, like I said, I would go from, normal to starving and then normal to starving. And that hasn't really been happening the last week or so. And I'm 14 and a half weeks. So it's like my appetite has kind of gone down almost back to normal, like before I was pregnant. And maybe it's my body's natural way of balancing out the weight that I gained. I don't know. And the other thing that I noticed was my sleep was actually affected. And normally I'm a really solid sleeper. I have no problem falling asleep, and I stay asleep, and I normally wake up to pee anyway, and it wouldn't really interrupt my sleep schedule. And all of a sudden it was like I was waking up at like 5 in the morning wide awake, or I couldn't fall asleep at night, and that was kind of weird. Something I do wonder about is if tall women tend to have easier pregnancies. I wonder because my mom is tall like me. She's actually was taller than me. She was like 6'1", and she had 2 easy pregnancies. And I wonder if, the pregnancy hormones, because our bodies are so big, are diluted more and don't affect us more. I don't know. Maybe that's silly, but, let me know what your experience has been. Like I said, post a response video if you're a tall pregnant woman, or comment or send me messages. I'd love to, hear your story and share everything. So have a great day or night or month or year. Have a great pregnancy, and hopefully you will hear from me again. Bye-bye.